Yo, what's up? This is Max Berger. We're here in one of our offices, and in this video we'll be talking about the by far best way to make money in 2019. Now obviously this is not a get rich quick scheme or any of that. It still requires a lot of consistency, still requires hard work and thinking, but at the end of the day I'm going to show you exactly why this right now is the best way to make money in 2019, probably also 2020, 2021, etc. and why now is the best time to jump on that. So let's break it down, but before we're gonna do that, please do consider hitting that subscribe button right underneath this video. Next to that is a little bell symbol. You hit that as well. That way you always get notified about the content that I'm dropping that helps you to become your own boss, to build your own brand and live a life full of freedom. So let's crack into it.
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money and just enjoying life? My name is Max Berger and I've attained that freedom. No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you, so here's to your freedom.
Okay, so now let's keep it very, very simple and break it down from the top. Number one, money follows value. If you want to make money, you need to provide some sort of value to somebody, aka your client. Now you can do that in two ways. Number one, you can either sell a physical product, you can sell watches, wristbands, protection layers for the phone, anything, Amazon, drop shipping, etc. Or the other way is you sell a service, consulting, coaching, which is also value. Right? Now let's look at these two. Let's kind of compare them. And I'm talking mostly about if you haven't done any business yet, if you have no experience in being an entrepreneur, selling a physical product is much more difficult than selling a service. Let's look at that. Why is that? Well, if you sell a physical product, you actually need money. You need money because you need to source the product. You need to either create the product yourself, which is a gamble if you have no experience, because you could theoretically create a product that at the end nobody wants to buy, or you source it from someone else, which means you still have to buy it, which means you need capital, right? If you sell a service, which is your expertise, your time, your ideas, your advice, all you're doing is you're investing your own time, which is quote unquote for free. So as you can see, there's a lot of risk involved when it comes to selling a physical product, and it kind of goes along with the notion of, well, I have no money. How am I going to start a business? You need a lot of money to start a business, right? Well, you don't if you get into the coaching and consulting and service providing business, because again, at the end of the day, all you need to invest is your own time and your own energy, which is quote unquote for free. Right? Now the next mistake that many people do now, and again, try to follow me on that thought path here, is like, okay, got it, coaching and consulting, not so bad. I have certain expertise in a certain field. I have overcome certain challenges myself that I can help others. I have lost weight, I've stayed in shape. I can do that, I can offer that as a service. What should be my hourly rate? And I get that a lot with clients that are just starting out in our business mentoring program, like, what should be my hourly rate? And I'm like, don't think about an hourly rate. Because hourly rates do a couple things. Number one, it's hard for the clients to buy an hourly rate, because what do clients buy? Do they buy the hammer, right, the tool, or do they buy the picture on the wall, aka the end result? So when you offer an hourly rate, you're offering the hammer. Nobody wants the hammer. People want to have the thing done. Tell me how I get my painting on the wall and I'm happy. So that's one thing. It will be harder for clients to see the value in it and harder for clients to actually give you money. But if you say, you know what, instead of offering an hourly rate, I offer a very nice package, an end result, okay? The end result that relieves you, the potential client, from the pain, all right? The pain of not being in shape, the pain of being stressed, the pain of not being the world-class esports player that they would like to be. When you go there and you say, end result is going to be you lose 20 kilograms, 40 pounds, whatever. You stay in shape. You live a life stress-free. You become top 50 player in your esports. That is the end result. I'm going to give you this package, and for that, I'm also going to ask for more money. Okay? This is what we call the high-ticket consulting. So instead of having a lower price for an hourly rate, you offer them a finished package, the painting on the wall, for a high-ticket price. Now the genius thing about the high ticket prices, and again, this is by the way nothing new, I didn't come up with that. These are simply the rules of making good money while at the same time providing real value to your clients. The great thing is, when you offer a fixed package, an end result for a high price, what happens to you as the coach? Are you psyched about it because you're making more money? Or are you, I have another call for a couple $100, I don't want to do it. Well, you're definitely going to be more bought in because you're getting more money from that. And you're getting money because you're supposed to bring the client to the end result. So you're going to work harder and you're going to provide more real value to your client. The interesting thing is what happens to your client. This is something that we call leverage. The higher the price, the more leverage is on the client, right? How high is the leverage of you watching this YouTube video? How much of you are actually going to execute? Chances are high you're probably just kind of watching this like, oh yeah, let me, fizzle the knowledge in my brain a little bit. You might, scroll through your phone a little bit on the side. You're not very bought in because it's a free YouTube video. Chances are high that you're going to close this video and not really execute and, go on with your life. However, if I say, this YouTube video brings you the exact end result and it costs $3,000, how much more are you going to be bought in? You're like, hell man, I paid $3,000. Let me execute every single thing. Now, what does that execution bring you as a potential client? It brings you results. So you as a coach are more bought in. The potential client is more bought in, which means you as a coach, you put more effort in it. You really want to provide real value and help people. The client is more bought in, so the client executes better, gets better results. Everybody is happy. And at the end of the day, the client can end up making more money with your help. Why? Because the client is happier, more fulfilled, because he's reached his goals and he can now go out into the world and go crush it, and you've helped him. You make more money, you're happy, you can get more clients because you can take that money and have it grow your business. You can have it grow your own mood. You get more hyped, you get more motivated because you made some good money, you really helped somebody, and it's an upward spiral of success. So again, high-ticket coaching and consulting is the way to go right now. Now, I get it. You might be saying something like, but there's already so many coaches out there. Every idiot nowadays wants to be a coach, and there's all these weird coaches, and it's not regulated, and there's a lot of idiots out there, and Max is just trying to sell you another scheme of learning how to be a coach, blah, 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 blah. I get it, and it's completely wrong. Yes, there's a lot of coaches out there. There will always be. The thing is though, and this is a universal rule of capitalism, quality always comes through. Remember what the first thing is that we said, money only follows value. So yeah, there's a lot of coaches out there that are massively unqualified. Do you think they'll be rich and famous because they're just scamming everybody? It can't be, because money always follows value. How many metal bands are out there? So many. There's so many crappy metal bands out there. Yet, there's also metal bands out there that are absolutely crushing it, producing masterpieces of music and making money and traveling the world and being rich and famous, etc. So what I'm trying to say here is, yeah, there's always people out there who are doing a bad job, but quality always comes through. On top of that, here's something very, very crazy. The fact that there's a lot of coaches out there already means that the market is ready. There are already people out there that make money, which means the consumer is ready, the market is ready, and everything is prepared for you to get into that market and start dominating it. Because if you truly believe that you can help a potential client, that you can give real value, you're gonna come through at the end. It's that simple. And on top of that, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You don't need to become the next Zuckerberg. I mean, sure, if you want to become a billionaire, you probably have to reinvent the wheel, okay? But if you want to make a couple $1,000s on the side so you're able to be free, quit your 9-to-5 job, and kind of do your own thing, you're good. There's a lot of fitness coaches out there already, yet if you're doing a couple things properly, like positioning, creating real value, and understanding a proven structure that you can follow in order to deliver clients and get great money in return, you're gonna be good to go. Again, it's always something that poor people like to do. They're always thinking in scarcity. There's already so many coaches out there. Just another one. What's the difference? Scarcity thinking will never get you anywhere. If you ask anybody who's successful in any field, but more specifically in business, they all come from a mindset of abundance. So when you come from a mindset of abundance, you will see a lot of coaches out there and you're like, great. So all these people have already prepared the market for me. There's already proof out there there is money being made, so I can go in. In fact, If you have an abundance mindset, you say, that is great that there's a lot of unqualified coaches out there already making money. That gives me the opportunity to learn how to dominate that. So if people are willing to pay these unqualified coaches money, how are they going to react when they see a really qualified coach? A coach that puts in the work, that really cares about their clients. Well, even easier for me to take over the market. That is abundance mindset that will get you very, very, very far. Now, in regards to the market is already oversaturated, let me read out the following piece of article to you right now. Personal coaching is the second fastest growing industry worldwide. The latest ICF and PricewaterhouseCoopers global coaching study found that the US coaching market was worth $955 million US dollars in 2015, which means that the average US coach makes around $62,000 a year. What could you do with $62,000 a year where you don't have to show up at an office, where you don't have to commute to work every day? So $62,000 that you can make on your own terms. Now, I'd take that at any time over somebody who makes $200,000 slaving away at a 9-to-5 job at an office, have to honestly say. Remember, we talked about a good million and a bad million. The bad million is if you're still bound to your time and you have to do that you're not interested in. The good million is a million that you're making while you're traveling, while you're doing the things you truly enjoy, while you're actually helping people one-on-one or with a team. Right? That's the good kind of million. Anyways, you have to understand, again, I want to dive a tiny little bit deeper on the quality always comes through. And I'm going to keep reading here. Nearly all motivational speakers offer coaching services now. However, the field is loosely regulated and incompetence is a common complaint. Just about anyone can call themselves a life coach. Now, what's your mindset here when you read that? Is it scarcity mindset? Hating and not producing anything productive, saying, oh my God, all these idiots gonna be flooding the market, blah, blah, blah. Or is it abundance mindset saying, great, if there's a lot of idiots out there that can call themselves coaches that are already making money, if I put in the work and I offer a quality service, I can that much easier stand out. And again, remember what we said in the beginning. You don't need capital. You don't need to source any product. All you need to know is how to provide real value to somebody with a proven structure and actually get things going yourself, okay? What you need is proper positioning, knowing your target audience, knowing what kind of offer you can give them, right? Proper system that helps you bring real value, okay? Again, selling them the painting on the wall, selling them the end result and positioning it directly to your niche, to your target audience. And all you need to know apart from that is how to get a proper mentor who helps you avoid the pitfalls, who helps you bring real value to your clients, who guides you through the process of doing that. And all of a sudden, yes, you might be one of many coaches out there, but at the end of the day, you'll be a quality coach, which always stands out. And what does quality mean? Higher prices. What does higher prices mean? Higher buy-in on your side. What does higher prices mean? Higher buy-in on your client's side. What does that mean? Client executes better. What does that mean? Client is happier. What does that mean? Happy client refers you. What does that mean? Happy client creates a testimonial. And then from that first client, it's even easier to get a second client. From 2 existing happy clients, it's even easier to get 4 clients, and so on and so forth. And again, you don't need to reinvent the wheel, become the next Zuckerberg or sending people up to Mars. That's great, amazing. All you need, if you ask me, is a couple $1,000s that you make on the side. Maybe then you can quit your 9-to-5 job, and those couple $1,000s you make on your own terms, living a life full of freedom. And then you can still scale it. You can still learn how to literally dominate the market, scale it, hire people that work together with you, create a team, and expand. But if that is not something that you want to do, you can still do it on your own. The world is yours. It's your choice. Now, I'm really looking forward to seeing how people react to this video. I'm really looking forward to see how you react to this video. Leave a comment if you can resonate with it. Leave a comment if you want to criticize that. I'd love to get in a little bit of discourse with you here. Other than that, if you want to work together with me and my team, if you want us to help you become a self-employed entrepreneur via coaching, service providing, or consulting business, then click that link in the bio down below. It brings you to an application form. You fill out that application, takes you around 2 minutes, and then you can actually jump on a free consulting call with us. We're going to reach out to you. We ask you about your situation. We really want to find out who you are and what your goal is, and then we'll help you get there together. We'll build a battle plan together with you, and if you then want to work together with me and my team on a long-term basis, join the Freedom Business Mentoring Program, you can always do that. But at the very least, Fill out the application, see exactly how we can help you. And that being said, thank you so much for watching. This was a little bit of a ranty video, not much cool lifestyle going on, but I wanted to get that out to you. Thank you so much. Talk to you very, very soon. GG.